Welcome to TICE. I have with me Mr. Sanjeev Bikhchandani. He's the founder of InfoEdge and a key committee member behind organizing the biggest startup festival, Startup Mahakumbh. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
So we are at Startup Mahakumbh 2.0. How's the vibe here?
I think the vibe is fabulous. We are targeted 100,000 people to visit them. I think we're going to achieve that target and perhaps exceed it by the end of the day.
So, when things were in pipeline, there were some expectations, there were some anticipations about, how the Mahakumbh is going to be. Now, since we are on the third day, final day, so how it has been the entire 3-day event for you?
I think when you get 3,000 founders together to exhibit, when you get 10,000 more other founders to visit, when you have a total of 100,000 people in the public visiting, you have 1,000 investors, there is bound to be some magic happening. And I think that's happened.
So, you are somebody who has been associated with the overall Indian startup ecosystem for quite a really long time. So, how does it feel to, see startups growing and, organizing such huge events like we are at today?
I think more than the event itself, the fact is that there are so many people who are trying to do startups, more than 160,000 registered startups with DPIIT, which would mean that maybe 500,000 unregistered ones. With so many people trying to do startups, I think Startup India has become a national movement. And that is what is truly remarkable about this, because if there are, let's say, 500,000 startups that are trying, maybe 50,000 will succeed. And those 50,000 will transform India.
Sir, if we recall the speech from the first day of Mr. Goyal, so he has given some key targets for the next Mahakumbh. How InfoEdge is going to contribute to make it bigger?
Well, I think it's not an InfoEdge project, it's every person's project. And so it's a personal target for all the OC members and for all the others who are not in the OC as well, because this is a collective thing. We've had over 100 sponsors, 3,000 exhibitors. So next year we want 10,000 exhibitors and we possibly want 300 sponsors. So everyone will come together to do it.
So talking from the perspective of innovation and technology, you are witnessing one of the largest startup gatherings. So what are some key trends that has caught your attention during this event?
I think first of all is the sheer energy and number of people doing startups. So that is very, very large right now. Second is we are seeing AI is going everywhere. And therefore AI is the future, at least for the foreseeable future. I think these two trends are pretty visible and apparent.
So we have, Viksit Bharat 2047 agenda. How do you analyze and, expect the role of startups in making India the largest economy?
Well, I think more than the largest economy, what you want is the benefits of growth should be distributed to everyone. The poor should benefit. People in the backward area should benefit. People in the backward state should benefit also. Not, and it should not just be concentrated in a few people. I think that's a key target for 2047.
At the same time, we are seeing that startups are growing. The entire ecosystem is emerging. We have platforms like Startup Mahakumbh, and we are anticipating to make it even bigger. But instead of just making it bigger, what are the key things that needs to be done on the ground level to actually help startups?
I think you need to do mentoring. You need to provide funding, especially to underserved segments. Okay? So if you can provide mentoring and funding, the founders have the energy.
Also, Mr. Goyal, spoke about making Indian startup ecosystem global. And on the other side, if we see, Trump has imposed 70% tariff. So how do you think that, these two things are going hand in hand?
Well, global does not mean just US. Global means Africa, Middle East, Europe, Southeast Asia, Far East, Australia. So the globe is big and there are opportunities everywhere.
All right, that's quite insightful. Also, just to wrap up this conversation, what has been 3 key learnings for Mr. Sanjeev from Startup Mahakumbh?
I think a big learning is that this is a large job and we've got a few hundred people who volunteered to work on the various pavilions and committees. And when a large committed team that is capable gets together, things get done.
All right, thank you for connecting.